No intro today. No, not saying hi. No. This video won't have it. I'm here for a simple reason to complain about this episode. It had good stuff, but I don't care because I'm going to complain here. Because how a show in the 5th season, right elimination, this poorly. No, I'm not mad because the stage is out. And no, I'm not a super extreme fan who gets mad when favorite character is eliminated. No. I'm here because the way the elimination happened sucked. And I'm not going to accept anything besides saying it sucked the way they write this elimination because it was horrible. And also, I have to. No, what are you doing? No intro. Hey, stop this. No. Okay, we had the intro. Satisfied? Great. Now I'm going to talk. Because now I'm going to talk about Disventure Camp Fans vs. Favorite Episode 7, who had the most poorly written elimination of the season. Their eliminations were bad. Yes, they were bad because it was characters that had potential and were eliminated too soon in the game. But at least you can make sense of why they were eliminated because it kind of makes sense the way they were eliminated. Now we have elimination that happened and doesn't make sense the way it was eliminated because you could have this solved in a 1-minute conversation with... God. Okay, I need to calm down. This elimination sucked and kind of ruined the episode because it was horrible. But this episode had good stuff. I gotta talk about this good stuff. But we're so little that I don't have a lot to say. Because, again, the problem in the episode was also the pacing and the scenes that were a bit... If it's not talking about the eliminations, it's not that interesting. So basically, I'm going to talk the whole video just about Anastasia because it was all involving her and Natalia. So I'm just gonna go really fast, talk about what happened to the other characters that wasn't that interesting, but it was cool. Except Era, that was really interesting, but was not a lot. First, the fan side, that is actually something good that happens because Era doesn't care anymore, and it's just like if Evie doesn't have an advantage or if Eve does have an advantage, she doesn't care. She just don't want to be a part of AIDS Alliance anymore. And thank God of that because this means one of them is going to be eliminated really early in the game. Because of course Sam is going to notice that and going to join them because he's so stupid to stay with Aiden because he knows Evie doesn't have any advantage. So this probably means that Aiden is going to be the next eliminated in this team or Evie, which is good because this plot is extremely annoying. Of course, Era doesn't going to tell this to Aiden because it's really dumb. So she's just going to pretend she's working with him. To the last minute, she joins the alliance of the other people because, it's not worth it working with him. And we also had Dunya and Nura having a moment with Dunya right here. I didn't understand anything that happened because Nura is complaining about life. But she's complaining because she doesn't know what to do with life and like the things she do to make her happy doesn't make her happy. So I didn't understand the scene. Now I don't know if I'm too dumb to get it what she's talking about, but like, okay, I didn't get it. But who got it? The scene was Era, who was eavesdropping the whole thing. And notice what Nura said and what made her mad because Dunya didn't say what she wanted and she was kind of anyway, whatever. So yeah, that's important later how Era is going to use Nura. Because she's trying to use Nura after the scene and it works. But before that we have a little scene of she trying again and it was actually a really funny moment. But the only conversation you're gonna have involving Era and Nura is in the challenge. That is simply Era pretending she understands Nura and also pretends she wants to be a florist. That's something she enjoys doing in life, but not exactly. I didn't get the scene because I didn't get what Nura's feeling, but it worked and Era manipulated Nura in a extremely smart way and wasn't dumb, and I really enjoyed this moment. So now she just have Nura as a little friend, or I could say in a friendly way or just in a good moment, which is good for her game because she can use that. And I was really interesting because Era finally did a move and is actually doing something and kind of acting like a villain that I was hoping she would do. But now also worry about something because, we already have confirmed that Nura and Dunya are lesbians and Era is a bisexual. I'm worried this might cause a love triangle in this season, which I think would be extremely dumb to cause because I hate love triangles. I think almost all of them are stupid because they are bedridden. And if we have another one this season, it probably won't be great. But let's see what happens. I hope it's just friendly talk and nothing happens because, oh my god, another love triangle. I can't take that. It's extremely bedridden. All the love triangles I've ever seen, this shows, like, I can't like those type of stuff. So yeah, I hope it's just that. And besides that, in the fans, another thing happened. There was was Olivia, now I said it right, and Ren being friends, or at least Olivia trying to push a friendship and force something with Ren, even though he's clearly not 100% comfortable with that, but he's so nice that he doesn't going to say anything to Olivia because he's too nice. But it's a bit uncomfortable, but I think he can handle this and talk to her in a normal way and try to make her see that this is actually good, that they can be friends but not forcing something, which is going to be a really good thing if it happens. Or this is going to go on until he explodes and a nice person finally snap and say something to Olivia, because if she keeps being a little, how can I say that, inconvenient, might ruin something. But I hope he's extremely nice and explain the situation to her. I think it's going to happen because I feel sorry for Olivia, but this was a bit weird. But still, I can understand her. And besides those two interactions, nothing happened to the fans besides that, because after the challenge, they don't do anything. And in the challenge also, they don't do anything besides Nura and Ara. So yeah, the fans weren't the best thing of this episode or the most interesting, but some good things happen. The thing is that this episode is focused on the favorites. It's really important that we talk about the favorites this episode. The not so important thing is just a little scene involving Tom and Lake, that is them competing in a swimming stuff that I didn't get. I think they're just having fun or testing. I don't know, just proves that Lake is actually really good at it. She even defeats Tom in one round. But it's just them being friendly with each other. It's a nice scene. Didn't go anywhere, but it's nice having these conversations that have nothing to do with the game or anything. It's just a cute scene involving them. I really enjoy it. It shows that they are real friends. That's not that important, but it was a nice scene. What's the important scene is Natalia trying to teach Fiore how to be sociable and how to stay longer in the game, which it doesn't last long because they heard Gabby and Anastasia laughing. And we have a scene of Natalia and Fiore eavesdropping and making plans with it, because now they know the information that Gabby's been friends with Anastasia, and they can use this to their favor. And even Fiore is really impressed with how smart Natalia was, because she's going to say something and Natalia said before she even could say that, which is also a problem because Fiore might see her as a threat and probably join with forces of other people to vote her off. But that's just theory. I think she's not going to, get rid of her alliance member that fast, but maybe this will happen. Anyway, they see that and Natalia go talk to Rosa about it to see if she can, work with Rosa in the challenge to tell something or get a little information. Like telling her, oh, Anastasia is working with Gabby and she's exactly your ally, but yeah, that's not going to work because Rose is Rose. She's not going to go against Anastasia on purpose. Anyway, in the scene involving Anastasia and Gabby, it's just them doing the little scrapbook they planned to do with last episode, and then talk about Allie and Anastasia. Anastasia even do some words to Gabby. They are really good words, because Gabby's like, oh, about Allie, and I'm feeling lonely. I feel like I can do anything about Allie. I'm never without her. Anastasia give her how I can say, a feminist talk to her. Sorry about saying that she can be her own woman and doesn't need Allie for everything, and she can do things alone, and she don't need to be dependent of a girl because she can do way more even without Allie. And I think it's true. Gabby doesn't need Allie to do stuff. Tom is doing stuff without Jake, even though isn't a lot. He is. So yeah, it's good to see that Anastasia put that thing on Gabby for her to be her own person and not just Allie's girlfriend, which is a good thing. But besides that, we don't have a lot going on with the scene, because what we have is in the challenge. The challenge is to make a bouquet for Emily because it has involved flowers and marriage, and I don't know why she decided to make a channel like that, even because she's not getting married. But anyway, the challenge is to pick flowers. And Gabby goes with Anastasia, Rosa goes with Natalia and Tom, and Benji and Ali go together. And finally, Benji's doing something. And you will see that it was better if he stays set out because, my God, when he participated but the challenge, they lose the challenge, and exactly what happened. But this is going to talk about another time because now I'm going to talk about Gabby and Anastasia go together. They find Nura and Era trying to talk with each other, and they have a little arguing because Era is being a jerk, and, well, Gabby just didn't like that stuff that, yeah, it was just a little scene, but, yeah, it didn't matter. The thing that mattered, Anastasia and Gabby start talking again, and Rosa eavesdropped the whole thing, and she was with Tom and Natalia, remember that? And she goes like, oh my God, poor Anastasia, I can't believe that happened. Oh, you know, things happen, and I can't believe poor Anastasia. And Natalia sees the opportunity to see, why poor Anastasia? What are you hiding? You have something to tell me? And Rosa tells Tom and Natalia that she thinks that Anastasia broke up with Marissa because she thinks that happened because Lake and Anastasia were talking, and obviously she was talking about that. She wouldn't be talking about anything else. She broke up with Marissa because Rosa heard that, didn't ask Anastasia about it, and immediately she put that as the true in her mind and didn't even question it. And it's telling the others that it did happen without consulting Anastasia. This doesn't make sense at all, but okay. She did that. Rosa simply decided to not check if her information was true or not because she didn't want to make Anastasia feel uncomfortable, even though she would do that in the other seasons because this is how Rosa is. She wants to check if her friends are okay. It doesn't make sense. She didn't talk with Anastasia about it. And even if she didn't talk about it, it's so obvious that it's not true. We're together. What's she talking about? But Natalia puts a lie on it and tries to make look like Anastasia was lying so she could have Gabby and use her as a vote because Anastasia is a manipulated monster who doesn't care about others and is using that to manipulate Gabby. And we saw in the confessional that Natalia was literally lying and manipulating Tom because she saw Marissa, Anastasia, and Logan last month together. So yeah, Anastasia and Marissa didn't broke up because this information doesn't make sense. Like, why Rosa would say that to Natalia? Why she would think that this whole moment doesn't make sense. And it's going to get built in the snowball. When you get in the elimination, you go like, what the fuck is happening? Because this whole scene, this whole plot doesn't make sense at all. It's so bad. It seems like I can't explain how bad this is. I want to use an example, but this is so bad written, and it doesn't make sense that I don't know how to explain. It's just, who thought there was a good motive to eliminate Anastasia? Because this whole thing will end with Anastasia being eliminated. And my problem is not her being eliminated. It's the way that happened. Because this just happened because Rosa heard she was talking to Lake, and automatically her mind thought that she was talking about Marissa, so she talked about how she broke up with Marissa with Lake, and she didn't even question Anastasia, so she thought what she was thinking was true, and she didn't ask anything. She was just like, oh, it's true, she broke up with Marissa. Talk with Natalia about it, and Natalia spread this lie. No one decided to talk with Anastasia to check if this was true or just the information and a mistake. No, everyone lost their brain, their social skills. No one knows how to talk with people before elimination. This doesn't make sense at all. Like, who thought this was a good reason to eliminate Anastasia? What the fuck? And nothing more interesting happened in the challenge. It's just them picking flowers. Okay, something interesting happened between Junior and Sam. That is Junior talking to Sam, they talking blah blah blah, and Sam, not on purpose, like he was just talking like, oh, my husband, I don't know what, and Junior gets all excited like, oh my God, I have a husband and that, and Sam like, no, I don't want to talk about it, and he leaves. And he's mad at Junior because she can talk to him and make him say stuff. And he automatically thinks it's kind of a spell or something, but no, she just could talk with people. Doesn't have anything to do with spells. But anyway, I'm just worried this will cause Junior elimination, but I doubt you would, because why you wouldn't? The only problem is the scenes, like, Sam didn't do a lot in this episode, he just had this little scene, but I'm going to guess what this plot is, because this probably will be a plot that it's probably he thinking about his husband that isn't with him anymore, and he's like, oh my God, I'm so sad, and he finds something to play this game just because he suddenly wants something or whatever he's doing for him and trying to get him back, or he died and he's trying to do for him, I don't know. And just kind of out of nowhere, you know, they wouldn't use this information if it wasn't for some future plot. I just think it's very stupid. Like, it's always an ex or a husband or something. It's always involved in a love plot, and this character is revealed to be bisexual, so it's obvious going to get involved with someone here. So yeah, it's pretty stupid. It didn't need this information. It was like, whatever. But anyway, it doesn't change a lot in the episode. It's just a bit random, you know, like, he's going to use this as an excuse for something, wouldn't he? Yeah, he will. I'm sure he will. But you notice I talk about all the duos except one? Well, it's simple. Benji and Ali were together, working for the flowers. Ali was doing everything alone. Even Anastasia commented like, Ali, you're doing it alone, what's Benji doing? Oh, he's there. And Benji wasn't doing anything. He's useless, he's just playing around doing untamed stuff that I don't know what it is. Ellie was doing all the job alone, and Benji was just by her side, like, oh, I'm seeing things here, oh my god, oh, I'm doing funny things, whatever. It's simply useless. The girl do all the job. And while they were looking for things, they can find a flower of the right color. And Benji sees a blue color flower like that, and oh, it's going to use that one. And Ellie goes, but this is the wrong flower. We're gonna lose because of it. Oh, but at least it's something. What if she, you know, accepts and whatever? And Ellie goes, okay, let's do it. Anyway, they do the bouquet, they take dispenser that is revealed to be really good at doing this stuff, but okay, that's a bit weird, but they do it. And the other team also do it. The fans have 0 mistakes, and because of Benji, the favorites had 1 mistake, so they lost the challenge because of this mistake. And I know, they would lose anyway if they didn't get the flower. Yes, they would, but at least it wouldn't look so ridiculous. And I know Ellie was looking for the flower and didn't find, but I think they should find really faster if he helped, because all the scenes we see them together, he wasn't doing anything, he wasn't helping her, he was just standing right there seeing her do the whole job. Like, he's doing nothing, literally nothing, and this cost the team the challenge, and they lose the challenge because of him. Congratulations, Benji, you're a useless piece of shit. You don't do any kind of challenge, and when you participate in the challenge, your team lost. Congratulations, you're the useless king here. And what annoys me the most at this shit of not doing nothing, it's working, because again they go to elimination and Benji isn't eliminated, even though he was one of the options to be eliminated, because he did nothing. It just ruined the whole team. But no, he stays in the game, and it's simple because one reason. Blake decided to stay out of the challenge and talk to Bruno, but didn't work anyway because he's still allies with Spencer. And Natalia was thinking to eliminate Anastasia. So Spencer go talk to Natalia and say, oh, I had a plan. I'm going to vote for Anastasia and I'll make Bruno vote too. You're just going to need to use your votes to make Anastasia to leave. And she does that. She go talk with Tom and Gabby, use the whole lie that Anastasia broke up Marissa, was just using the Marissa fact to trick Gabby to use her as an ally and as a vote, and she wasn't liking Gabby, she isn't friendly with Gabby, she doesn't understand Gabby because she broke up Marissa and she was just using her. Which doesn't make sense because Gabby saw Anastasia making pictures in a cave without her knowing and drawing Marissa. Why would she do that if she broke up with her? This doesn't make sense at all. What annoys me the most is that no one decided to check with Anastasia about it. Even Gabby, that was obviously not agreeing with Natalia and seeing that was a lie. Why do we believe Natalia anyway? Oh, Tom and Gabby are friends with her. Okay, they are friends with her, but like, she was wrong last episode. Why she wouldn't be wrong with this one too? Why she wouldn't be lying? Because Rosa told her that? Rosa could be wrong too. They don't check with her, anyone. Like, this doesn't make sense. And Tom just keep quiet. Tom just listens to everything and doesn't say a word. He's like, oh, Natalia, let's think about it. And Natalia doesn't land and being a jerk and just like, no, we're going to do this way. You're going to vote for Anastasia. And they don't have any other option because they need to vote for her because Natalia is saying they need to do it. And I don't know how they convinced Benji and Anna to do that thing too, because they didn't appear in this moment because they are useless, but they also agreed to vote with Anastasia out of screen, but okay. And the last moment before elimination have Anastasia, Rosa, and Lake thinking about voting out Benji because he's useless. He should have been eliminated because he doesn't do anything. But no, it's Anastasia eliminated. But before that, she sees Gabby going and she doesn't want to talk with her. Anastasia sees something is wrong. What is happening? Someone's doing something. But Rosa comes over her saying, no, it's everything okay. You don't need to be paranoid. I'm with you and all that. And you have a gay moment here. Okay, that's not a lesbian scene, but it looks a lot like a gay moment. So I'm going to count as one, okay? I'm just saying, this girl is not straight. I don't believe in nations. You guys don't know how to write straight characters because this character doesn't see it. But okay, let's keep going. They have the elimination. What's the matter is they have the fucking elimination. Anastasia has the most votes, and everyone starts talking in the moment because everyone wants to see. Because Anastasia's like, what happened? And Bruce says, oh, I didn't have a choice. Disventure made me vote for her. And like wait, so who else voted? And Gabby starts saying, Anastasia tricked me and she broke up with Marissa because Rosa told Natalia that everyone lied to me. I was being used. And Anastasia makes the most honest reaction ever. That's like, what is Fitz talking about? And Rosa goes, oh my god, Natalia told you not to say that. How could you say something like that? I didn't mean it. And Anastasia in 5 seconds says, oh, Rosa misunderstood this conversation. I'm still with Marissa. Literally, that is the moment. It takes 5 seconds to this whole confusion being solved in 5 seconds. It's unbelievable. Anastasia was eliminated because of something confusion that happened, and it was solved in less than 1 minute. This whole elimination doesn't make sense at all. Like, what the fuck just happened in my screen? Anyway, I'm going to talk about it. I already talked that this doesn't make sense, but like, what was that? They literally solved this whole thing in less than a minute. Natalia admitted that she lied about the whole stuff. Anastasia leaves. She's extremely close to Rosa now. Rosa wants revenge of Natalia. And Gabby feels bad about what happened, but she's still friends with Anastasia. Tom feels bad about what happened. Yori now trusts Natalia even more and wants to work with her. And now Rosa wants to eliminate Natalia. Anastasia leaves, but she can't come back in the comeback challenge because she goes to the island, doesn't go to the hotel. And the episode ends. I know I kind of say everything what happened in the episode super fast, but like that's what just happened in the episode. I think we can consider this one of the worst episodes of the season for now because it was really bad, because the elimination sucked, because the whole plot involving the thing that was like 99% of the episode was about is extremely bad written. Rosa believing something without checking Anastasia, and this thing making her be eliminated and be solved in less than 1 minute. It's annoying, it's irritating, and it shows how the writers doesn't know how to eliminate someone without writing something that makes sense, is good to watch, entertaining, and it's good. Because Rosa wouldn't do that. It's completely out of her character. Anastasia didn't say anything. Gabby didn't say anything. Tom didn't say anything. No one decided to say something with Anastasia to check if it was true. No one decided in the last episode to talk with Anastasia. Rosa never checked the stuff. And Natalia obviously was lying because anyone could see that Anastasia was with Marissa and she wasn't manipulated, because Anastasia is a good player. Yes, she is. She's good at manipulation. Yes, she is. But you can see that she changed and she wasn't being the monster Natalia was saying she was. It makes sense Natalia eliminated Anastasia. It totally makes sense Natalia eliminated Anastasia. I'm not mad with her for doing that. I'm mad at how bad written, how badly executed this was, because it's extremely... It's like this. You know when something doesn't make sense, and it's so absurd that it seems like they're testing your patience, testing your way to think. And it's like, hey, I'm a kid watching this. You think I'm so stupid? I'm not going to notice that this doesn't make sense in the other character and it's being bad written, because of what the show is doing. Because it doesn't make sense. This elimination, the way it happened. Like, I saw some people saying, oh, but Anastasia will be eliminated anyway because they still have Allie and Benji to help vote Anastasia. Yeah, I understand. The problem is not that Anastasia eliminated, the way they did it, because it didn't make sense at all. It was extremely bad. You know, like, it sucked watching this, knowing that she was going to be eliminated because an asshole told me she would. It's so bad written that I want to give up because the whole episode was about this stuff and like didn't make sense with just like playing around like, oh, we're gonna end the stage. It doesn't make sense, but now you're going to watch even though you know that, and that's just I don't know how they lost the way they write here, so I can complain about it because I don't know what happened. The whole season is being bad, and this elimination was another reason the season is being bad because it was bad executive, bad written. I know I'm being repetitive here, but like that's all I have to say because this was extremely bad. We have some things interesting in this episode. We had Era and the renewal plot is interesting. Aiden having no allies because Era is trying to work about his bag, and Sam definitely isn't going to work here anymore. Knowing that it doesn't exist is good. Olivia and Rand, little friendship, it's okay, but can be interesting in the next episode. Natalia proving to be the real, not villain, but antagonist of the team, working and making strategies and moves and having Fiora by her side. Gabby and Tom now are mad with her, so this can be an interesting plot. Spencer working with basically everyone and actually doing something interesting, playing under the radar, unlike Benji, who doesn't know how to do it. Benji being useless. I need to say about Benji being useless. My god, this is the most useless character I ever saw in my life. He doesn't do anything, and when he does, it's just to make his team lose. It's unbelievable how he has basically no lines this season. He basically does anything, and when he does something, it's just to ruin everything that's going to happen. Like the team, if the team didn't lose, let's pretend Benji helped the team, found the right flower, and they won the challenge. It means the fans would lose, because if that tiebreaker, they would. And with that happening, Erica used Newer Dune and Raniel even to eliminate Aiden. Everyone happy because he's eliminated, and we still had the best character in the season. That wasn't a stage that she was being the best character in the season, still in the game. But no, he didn't help at all. It was just useless, and now it's celebrating that he's still in the game, doing basically nothing. I can't wait for the elimination when it happens, because it'll be so satisfying seeing this useless piece of shit getting kicked out of this island and basically going to the hotel, because I swear, if he's return challenge, I'm going to develop the season, because he's being the most annoying character here, because Aiden's annoying, his plot doesn't make sense, and he's having a screen time that doesn't deserve. Yes, he's doing all that, but at least it's something. This dude's doing literally nothing. It's getting on my nerves. Sorry, I had to say that because Benji is extremely bad in the season, and he's staying Anastasia going away. I don't know, the pinnacle of annoyance. Anyway, now with Anastasia gone, Rosa will probably have more focus and think about what she did, because what the fuck was that? Lake will probably have more focus because they were friends in Anastasia and probably want revenge, and I hope that this happens. And maybe this can go with the Bruno plot. They're trying to work with Bruno, but also have to deal with Spencer. That's gonna be really interesting because Lake and Spencer don't like each other, and this will be interesting to watch because this will be a new dynamic that doesn't involve friendship, because Rosa wouldn't be friends with Spencer. At least I hope they won't, because it would be really weird, because I saw a lot of people expecting them to be a couple, and if this happened, it would be the weirdest thing ever. Like, extremely weird. I just hope this doesn't happen. Anyway. And now Natalia has just enemies because no one likes her. Because what she did, she lied to everyone, even to her friends. So yeah, Natalia, I think it's done if they don't win immunity or something, or she doesn't have an advantage. And maybe she can use Spencer. Spencer is kind of playing both sides here, which is interesting, but I don't see how this is going to end. And we also have Allie that, I don't know, she exists. At least she has more lines and do the challenge right, but like, Allie is just existing here. I can't complain about her because at least she had some lines into something interesting, but besides that, I don't know, not a lot to say about it. So yeah, this episode was basically it. Really annoying how they write the elimination, how this all happened, and how was basically all the focus in the episode. This episode was really bad to watch because the challenge was a bit boring, the interaction weren't that interesting because everyone was out of character, and Natalia was tricking them in the most stupid way ever because it didn't make sense. The fans, I won't say they saved the episode because it didn't have a lot of screen time. I think the best thing of the episode was Era, and Anastasia, of course, but I'm not going to count her. But yeah, worst episode of the season so far, and I hope they stay in this episode, because if they don't, I don't know, I would keep watching because the best characters are eliminated, so yeah. Not that great. I would give like a 3. This episode was a 3. Yeah.